Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to be here. I was so excited about coming today for this big announcement that I forgot my jacket. And in my left breast pocket were my speaking notes. So we'll see how we do. Reminds me of my father-in-law. He came to my wedding and he forgot his reading glasses. So he did a wonderful speech and none of it he read. So hopefully we'll continue Bob's legacy. You know, today really is about community, and it's about making sure that we grow in a responsible and sustainable way, and that we provide and work with our partners, whether it be hospitals, school boards, or municipalities, to make sure that we can grow and so that our communities are healthy and can grow in the ways that we need them to grow. And we know housing is a huge crisis across the province. And in fact, it's probably our biggest sustainability crunch, but making sure that we work with our municipal partners to have the infrastructure in place so that we can grow in a way that is both resilient and sustainable is a priority for this government. I've been in municipal politics prior to this, and I was just talking with Sylvia Biffus, going back to 2015 when Simcoe County hosted a forum on our healthcare system and the sustainability of the operations, but also of the capital branch. And just for context, of our $215 billion budget in this province this year, 80% is going to healthcare, $85 billion into healthcare. That is by far and away our biggest line item by probably a factor of 2.5 times. And that's essential for our communities. And as I stand in this room and look at the healthcare professionals, the administrators, the foundation members, the volunteers, and the committee, council and community members, I understand what an important role our hospitals play in our communities. They provide a vital service for our residents from cradle to the grave. They provide employment, and they are community hubs for our medical community, for our healthcare community, and for our wraparound services that are so critical as we move forward as a community. And this hospital is a shining example. Going back to 1928, it's been serving the residents of Alliston, and this community has grown dramatically from our original entrepreneurs, farmers, to the incredibly diverse economy we have here today. And of course, with Honda. Honda is now investing $15 billion in a new plant, which will grow this community dramatically from an economics perspective, from a social perspective, and from a community perspective. And so making sure that our hospital grows with it to serve those needs moving forward is a critical part of the process. And not only are we committing money to the operations of the hospital, we have committed $50 billion over the next 10 years for capital projects to grow hospitals so that they can meet the needs of community. Hospitals are an incredible convergence in our community. It's not just bricks and mortar, although we need the bricks and mortar. We need the technology. We need the MRIs. We need the operating theaters. But we need the staff and the doctors and the community that make the hospital thrive. Really, the hospitals themselves are just the infrastructure, and they're expensive infrastructure and they're critical infrastructure, but it's the people that inhabit them that really make healthcare in this province sing, and really is what makes this area sing. And that's why this government is investing to move through to the design has been done, and we're now sending it out to RFQ through Infrastructure Ontario, with the timeline being that will be out by this winter. Then the qualified proponents will move forward, and the request for proposals will go out in the spring, and we hope to have shovels in the ground before the end of 2025. We recognize and this much-needed addition will triple the size of the emergency room, will create 2 entrances, and will add much-needed new beds to this facility. It has a wonderful history in our community, and this government recognizes the need for investing in our communities. And Alliston, you've been doing very well. In 2022, we announced the new Banting Memorial School, which has just been sited and is moving forward as we speak. The Honda announcement has just happened. We're working to make sure that this hospital is expanded, also that your community can continue to thrive and grow in a way that's sustainable and resilient. So it's really a wonderful pleasure to be here today. When I go home, I'm going to check my notes, see if I left anything else. But before I do step down, I would like to recognize the contributions of our many administrators including your former CEO, Jody Levesque, who did an amazing job stick handling this project going back to 2015. Your current interim CEO, Barb Steed, your foundation chair and members and CEO. And I know Sylvia Biffis in this room has been a huge champion of this hospital for many, many years. And back when I think the obstetrics unit was under threat, she was down in Toronto with a busload of people. So I live hoping that I never cross Sylvia and have to entertain her buses of visitors to Queen's Park. And the many, many administrators and volunteers, the chief of staff, your incredible physicians and volunteers and administrators, you're really what make this hospital thrive. And I look forward to watching how it continues to grow and develop. Thanks very much, everyone.